Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Thank you for joining us for today's briefing session. Like the name says, we are going to try to make it brief but well detailed. My name is Yes, good morning, Raymond. My name is Rini Latte, and I have here with me Yonju. Yeah, Yonju. We are going to try as much as possible to explain the scholarship procedure and processes to you. Okay. Okay. So yeah, we'll just start off with what is KOICA Scholarship. So the scholarship program is designed to train key leaders in partner countries. When we say key leaders, we are looking at government officials. So that's why the scholarship is only limited to government officials, people that work in the government sector, because that's how Korea developed. So we want to contribute to the socio-economic development of Ghana through training of government officials. We believe that if government officials are well capacitated by having trainings, learning how Korea developed, learning skills and knowledge from Korea, and they can use those skills gained from their master's degree or PhD degree to develop their institutions and the nation. So who can apply for the KOICA scholarship? You have to be a national of Ghana. Your passport should indicate that you are a Ghanaian. You should have worked with the public sector for 2 or 3 years. And you need to have the employment contract indicating that you have been employed by the government of Ghana for Ministry of so and so. We recommend that you should be 40 years and below. This is because of health issues and how stressful the master's degree or PhD can be. We've had issues where Ghanaians would get to school in Korea and then their health issues are getting worse. So that's why we recommend that you should be 40 years and below. It's a recommendation, but if you are about 40 and you do extremely well at the interview, we are not going to use the age to disqualify you unless there are other applicants who are aged lower than 40 years who did extremely well as well. Then you should, if you're applying for master's degree, KOICA master's degree, we expect that you should have finished with your bachelor's degree because you need to attach your transcript and your certificate for your bachelor's degree in application for master's degree. If you are applying for the doctorate degree, we expect that you should have finished your master's, not any master's. The number one criterion for applying for KOICA doctorate is that you should have benefited from KOICA master's degree. That's the sole criterion. If you do not have a KOICA master's degree, you cannot apply for the doctorate program. If you have any master's degree from Russia, from wherever around the world, you cannot apply for the doctorate, the KOICA doctorate program. So that's the number one criterion. And English proficiency. In as much as some of the schools would have Korean language courses, because you are not just going to learn, you need to understand the culture of Korea. So there are some schools that would let you do a semester or two for Korean language courses. The English is going to be the main language for teaching. So the professors need to know that you are proficient in English. So for most of us, we have the English proficiency letter from our universities. we need, if your school is requiring for this, you have to attach it. Ghana, we deem it as an English-speaking country, so this, we are not required to do the IELTS and all that, but some schools would require for your English proficiency letter from your previous school, your bachelor school, yeah, and you need to attach it. Nominated by government. This is the main criteria as well. You can apply for the course if there's no nomination letter indicating your name in the letter that Ministry of Works and Housing has nominated Renilati for this course. We cannot accept your application. So if you are a Ghanaian working in the public sector and you are less than 40 years old, you hold a bachelor's degree, you can apply for master's. You hold a master's, a KOICA master's degree, you can apply for the doctorate program. You should be proficient in English, and your ministry or agency should nominate you. You should have an official nomination letter by your ministry or agency. So for this second batch, we've already done the first batch. So this is the second batch for the 2025 KOICA Scholarship Program. So for this second batch, we have 5 masters and then we have 3 PhD programs. The 5 master's program we have, oh, we should have asked if you can all see our screen, but I'm sure you can. So we have the master's degree program in economic development policy for sustainable and inclusive growth, which is being offered by KDI, that's Korea Development Institute. Then we have master's degree program in e-government and public management 1. You can see 1 here because this course, there are 2. 1 is being offered by Handon, and then number 5 says master's degree program in e-government and public management 2, which is being offered by Sung Kung Kwan University. So when you are applying in your KOICA form, you need to indicate the one, just as we have indicated here, you need to indicate it there. If you're applying for the Hamdon University e-government and public management, you indicate 1 there attached to you, to the title of the program. If you're applying for the Song Kung Kwan University e-government and public management 2, you indicate it there, because if you miss out 1 or 2, it means you are giving us work. We may have to call you. We can't even proceed with your application because we wouldn't know which school you are applying to. So you have to take note of that. If you are applying for the Handon University e-government and public management, you indicate master's degree program in e-government and public management 1. If you are applying for the Song Kung Kwan University e-government and public management, you write master's degree program in e-government and public management 2, so that it's very clear for us and we know where to put you in our database. Else you may be applying for Handon and you end up at Song Kung Kwan. So please let's be mindful of that. Number 3 is master's degree program in health policy and financing capacity building, which is Yonsei University. Number 4, we have master's degree in capacity building to manage climate change and environment, which is being handled by Incheon University. We've already tackled 2 and 5, so we'll move on to the PhD programs. Okay, for the PhD programs, we have 3. The KDI one is PhD in Economic Development Policy for Sustainable and Inclusive Growth. Handon University is offering the PhD in e-government and public management. Then Yonsei University is offering PhD in health policy and financing capacity building. So if you've previously benefited from Yonsei for masters or Handon for masters, whichever masters you had, and you are interested in applying for PhD, you qualify. Let me rephrase that. If you previously benefited from a KOICA master's program and you are interested in any of these PhD programs listed, these three, you qualify to apply. Yeah. So what are some of the scholarship benefits from KOICA Scholarship Program? You are entitled to a full tuition and monthly allowance. So I think for KOICA, some applicants confuse that the scholarship is coming from the schools. No, the scholarship is coming from KOICA. So KOICA signs an agreement with the various universities that we want to grant scholarship for people. And these universities bid for the degrees that they want to teach. And then KOICA will pay for the tuition, the scholarship and everything. So the scholarship is from KOICA, but the university will train you. Whichever university wins the bid will train you. So if you've been following KOICA's scholarship program for a while, you would notice that some of the schools do change their programs. Yeah, because they bid and they win or they lose. So you have full tuition and monthly allowance from KOICA. We handle your flight ticket in and out from Ghana, your housing and health insurance, your accommodation, where you would stay in the school is handled by KOICA. Your health insurance is also handled by KOICA. Then scholarship completion grants. There are grants that are given to applicants by the end of their scholarship, once they complete their scholarship. Yes. Okay. How do we apply? So over the years, in the past, when you go to this site, the KOICA, okay, you need to go there. Okay, I'll continue. So in the past, when you go to the KOICA scholarship website and you click on a school or a program, you have the KOICA application form, and then you have the university application forms as well. So it means at a go, you apply for the KOICA, you apply to KOICA, and you apply to the university as well. Everything was inclusive. There is a change. So this year, when you go to the KOICA website, you can only have access to KOICA documents, KOICA application documents. So you have the KOICA application form, and then you have the KOICA scholarship guidelines. That's basically it. So this is because the stages have been divided. Applicants need to pass the first round, which is the KOICA stage, before you can proceed to the university stage. So the Google form that we shared via the official letter of invitation to the MMDAs indicates that you fill the Google form. So the Google form is the main application now. For the first page, you fill the Google form with the KOICA form. There are some documents that we request in the Google form. The main one is the KOICA form. You need to download the form. It's in there. You download the form, you complete it, and then you upload again. You scan and you upload. Okay. Go back to this slide. Yes, then I can go here. Okay. So we will take you through the KOICA scholarship website so you can understand the difference now. We can go to the okay. Let me see this one. Okay. You can see this screen. Oh, this is okay. The website. So this is the website, and you can see you can see the various courses in there. So we have the e-government, the truth there, and then some Kongwan one. You want to say all the can you go to the plus sign there? If you wanted it in a list form, you go to the plus sign on your right. And then there will be a dropout. Okay, so you have all the various courses for the 2022 batch in here. Can we click on one? Yeah, that's fine. So we are using Sun Kwan as a sample for our pilot. Please scroll down. So all the information you need to know, the essential information you need to know about Sun Kwan program is indicated here. You can see the attachments there. So it has the program information for master's degree program in e-government and public management 2 offered by Sun Kwan in here. If you want to understand the course you're applying for, you need to download this document and read through it so that when you pass the KOICA, when you come for the KOICA interview, we would ask you questions on why you're applying for e-government and public management and how it's linked to your current job. It's important that you review these documents, know the modules that are in the course information that is in and how you can link it to your current job. Then there's the scholarship program guideline, the second attachment. You need to download that as well and review it. It will guide you on how best you can apply for the scholarship. Then there's the KOICA Scholarship Program application form. This is the KOICA application form that you have to attach when you are applying to the Google form that we shared. So let me open that. We opened the application form. Yeah. There's a lot of opening. We are trying to open the KOICA form so we can take you through that as well. Okay. So we have a KOICA page and we are asking, the first page is the checklist. So if completed, we need you to take it. All these sections, we need you to take it. Then you indicate the date, your name and signature. Because we are not receiving physical documents this time, like last year, if there's any issue with your form, we cannot call you. In the past, you would bring it, the front desk would try and review it and help you to sign if you forgot to sign or to date it if you forgot to date it. It's not so anymore. This is digital. So if you are uploading, you need to ensure that you've dated, your name is in there. Every section that is requesting for your signature, you've put your signature in there. if there's a place or a section requesting for your signature and you leave it out, we cannot request you to re-upload. That's it. So please, let's be really mindful when we are completing the form. You can go down. So that's the first page in there. Then the second page, there's a photo. Someone called us the last time that he forgot to attach his passport picture. There's nothing we can do. And these documents, if you should pass the KOICA stage, these documents will be sent to your respective universities so they can proceed to their document screening and interview stage. So if you forgot to attach your passport picture, there's nothing we can do. So just take your time thoroughly to complete the form. You are not going to bring it to us physical. So we cannot help, this time we cannot review and help you. Program title. So if you are applying for hand-on, that's master's degree program in. Name of degree, that's master's degree. Then duration, it's in the program information. That's why you need to download the program information per your course, the course that you are interested in. The exact duration of your course is in there, so that because it differs from school to school. So you download the program information per your university, and then you indicate it here. You fill in your personal data, first name, middle name, family name, date of birth, and then your sex, and airport of departure is always go to car. Then your nationality, then religion, your home address. Please don't leave your home address. We get a lot of people bringing in without the home address. And emergency contact. Some people would fill emergency contact 1 and leave emergency contact 2. We've had issues where you will try emergency contact 1 and he or she is not picking up, or the line is not going through at all, and you need to go to emergency contact 2 because we need to urgently reach out to the applicant. So if you give us just 1 emergency contact 1, it's not enough for us. You fill out all these indicated. I think this is basic, so we'd skip it. What we are just trying to state in here is that as much as possible, take your time and complete it. When you are describing your job description, please can you hear me? Okay. So you can see here that job elaborate on organizational setbacks or challenges that you wish to address through the program. This is why it's important for you to read the program information. For the KOICA stage, we are not going to have your university application documents to use that as a basis for your interview. It means it's only what you write in the KOICA form that we are going to use as a basis for the interview at the KOICA stage. So we are asking you, elaborate on organizational setbacks or challenges that you wish to address through the program. And this is where you need to link your job description to the program information, the modules in the program information. What are the modules that the program is going to offer? And what are the challenges that you are facing in your current job description, in your current job, your current institution? What are the challenges that you are facing? Then if you, let's say you work for Ministry of Finance, or GRA. Yes, let's use GRA. So you work for GRA and there are issues that GRA is facing, but the tax administration in Korea is top notch, and you are applying for a tax degree program. The modules in there, how do you think those modules are going to help you in your challenges that you are facing in GRA? We know the issues that we have with our tax. We are unable to tax the informal sector the way we should. So what are the modules in the program you're applying for that you think is going to help you to find solutions to the challenges you are facing in your current organization? We need that linkage. Make that linkage for us so that we know that you've done your homework. That's basically it. This is you. If we don't have any interviewer before we have the interview, this is you telling us why it's important for you to have the scholarship program for you, for your organization, and for the benefit of Ghana. This is basically it. So you take your time, read through the program information, read the modules, the courses per semester, and how you think those courses are going to help you develop in your career life for your organization. Okay. I think that's it for us. And can we go to the nomination page? In as much as we are requesting for an official nomination by letter from your organization, there is a nomination page as well in the KOICA form where the HR or whoever is deemed fit to nominate you should indicate, so official nomination. So some people confuse that this should be enough. No, this is not the same as the nomination letter we request. This is in the form, and whoever is nominating you, HR or whoever is deemed fit to nominate you, needs to complete this section. And then we are also requesting for the official letter of nomination with your name in there for the program. That's it. Then there is also the medical form. Yes, which needs to be completed. There's a medical form which needs to be completed by the. So it means no. It's just that one. Can you go? Okay. So there's a medical form, a page which needs to be completed by the applicant. So you take your time, as honest as possible, to tell us your medical history. Before, if you should pass the stage is here and selected, you would have to conduct a thorough medical screening before you can depart to Korea. So this is it for the KOICA form. And then the organization chart. So the organogram of GRA, and then you indicate where your position, you can do that with a highlighter. You can highlight it and then indicate it there as an attachment. So basically that's it for the KOICA form. So we'll take you through the Google form as well. All right. So we are still on the how to apply. We've taken you through the KOICA scholarship page and the importance of downloading every document per the university you are applying to. So unlike before, as earlier stated, you will not get the university documents for application. The only documents you are getting in here when you go to the KOICA scholarship page is the scholarship guideline, the program information for the course you are applying for, and then the KOICA application form. because we've changed the stage or the process. Now you have to pass the KOICA stage before you can move to the university stage. And this one. When we are done with it. Okay, someone has raised their hand. So Leonard, we are not ready for questions yet, but can you hold on to
Good morning, Rainy and your team from KOICA head office. Please, concerning the nomination form, I would like to ask, must you be nominated by, for example, if you work with a district assembly, our head office is the office of the head of local government. Must it be submitted by the head office or your district assembly, the nomination form?
the district assembly is fine.
Did you get my question?
Yes, I did. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, all right. So this is the Google form where you submit your KOICA application. So before you do, take your time to read through everything, the application guidelines. We've stated, my colleague took her time. Please take your time as well to read through thoroughly. So once you are done reading through that, then we are not done. Okay. 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 So we request you to indicate, no, we have to start from here. Okay. So for you to be able to have access to the form, you should have a Gmail account. Right? Yes. So it would ask you if you want to use this Gmail to record your email as the email to be included with your response. Indicate as yes. Because like we've rightly said, this is the KOICA stage. If you pass the KOICA stage, all your information, including your email, will be forwarded to the university. And then they will then send you the university documents for you to apply. So if you do not record the email as part of your response, it means we do not even have access to your email. That's why you can see that it's essential, the asterisk here. You need to complete that. Wait, what's the okay? Then we have the university you are choosing. So are you applying for the KDI course, Handon Yonsei University, Incheon, or Songkran University? Then you come down to choose the exact course that you are applying for. Then you indicate your name as it appears in your passport. You fill out this as well, the ministry or agency you work with. Then the department you are in. Then your email again here. Some of the official emails sometimes have issues. We would send an email to the official addresses and it would bounce. So as much as possible, we are advising you to use your personal emails so that we don't have those kind of issues. If we are trying to reach out to you via email, and then we would send it to .gov.gn and it's not working. So please use your personal emails for this. Okay. Then your address, your position, passport number, then passport expiry date, then emergency contact name. So basically what you would have filled in your KOICA form, we want you to put in here as well. Then emergency contact phone number. Unfortunately, we can't proceed to the next because we can't. Okay. Please give us some few minutes. Yeah. Okay. Or no, it's okay. But we can go to the future. Yeah. So the next page, when we move to the next page, we'll be asking you to upload your KOICA form. And the KOICA form, it's in there for you to download. That's how convenient we've made the form. When you move, once you've completed the first page, when you move to the second page, we are saying upload your completed KOICA form. And the KOICA form itself, it's in the Google form. So you can click on it and download it. Then you complete. After completion, you scan and you upload again in the form. If you are using your phone, it's not going to work. So please get a laptop or a computer to use for it. Then, pardon? We can just fill it. We are trying to fill it out first. We have to use KOICA. Maybe 243. Don't work. 0243. Passport number. Skip that. Yeah, passport number. Yeah. Okay. This is our second page. Yes, so this is the second page, and that's the page for the submission. So you read thoroughly, and then you can see KOICA application form submission. So we've indicated here that download the KOICA application form below, complete it with your personal information, and submit the final version. We are not granting access as an editor of this file, but we see people still sending us emails requesting for the form. And we are not sharing the form via email. The information is clearly stated here. So you click here and you download it. It's very easy. It's very easy. So now you have your form. and you can fill it out. After filling it out, you print it out. Where it's needed for you to sign, we do not want you to use electronic signature, no. So where it's needed for you to sign, you use after printing it out, you sign. Then you scan it and you upload there. It's on that same section. Now I think we can go back to the Google form again. So on that same section, it says add file, upload one supported here. So now we are done with, you've downloaded the form, you've completed it, you've signed with a pen, you've scanned it, and now we ask you to upload it. So you upload the KOICA form here. I think it's easy, right? Yeah. Then we can move to the next one. And we've even, oh, you did so well. She says, please attach your passport color photo in the designated area. Someone still called us to say he forgot to attach his passport picture. So I think issue of not reading is a worry. Let's try as much as possible to read the form thoroughly before we attach our documents and submit. Because once you submit, there's not much we can do about any error that you've done. Then we come to the nomination letter.
Additionally, this KOICA application form is the same file that we went to the website.
Yeah, the website.
I just uploaded in here because of the applicant's
For convenience, yes.
So it's the same file basically.
Yeah.
So you can download it at the website or here.
Yeah.
Anything is fine. Let's go back to the nomination letter.
So the nomination letter, we've talked a lot about this. We need your name in there, stating that GRA is nominating Renilate for this course. It should have GRA stamp. There's no fixed format or sample for this letter. We just need your name. It should be on GRA's letterhead. It should have GRA stamp. That's basically it. So once you have that, you scan it and then you upload it here as well. We go to your the next one, which says employment or appointment letter. Everyone working in the government sector has an appointment letter or employment letter. Scan that file and upload it here. Then certified true copy of your certificate. So if you are applying for master's degree, we need your bachelor's, a copy of your certified true copy of your bachelor's certificate. We need you to upload it. If you are applying for a PhD, we need you to attach your bachelor's and your master's certificate. We want to see there's a stamp. When you complete school, there's the certified true copy. We want to see that stamp on your certificate, certified true copy. So you can upload it here. Then certified true copy of your transcript. So same as indicated up. If you're applying for PhD, we want to see the transcript of your bachelor's and your master's degree. If you're applying for master's degree, bachelor's degree transcript is needed. If you are applying for a master's degree, but okay, let me restart. Some people go for diploma, HND, for 3 or 2 years, and they do top up in the university for 2 years. So meaning they did not attend the university for the full 4 years because it was a top up course. In this case, if you are applying for masters, you need to attach your HND certificate because that's the only way it will make sense to us that you went to school for 2 years. Please, Are you getting this point? Because then it's the top up. So your previous HND certificate and transcripts need to be attached so that it can make sense to us that you only went to school you attended university for 2 or 3 years because it was a top up course for your HND. Yeah. So you can attach that as well. Then a copy of your passport, the biodata page, the page with your face. You scan it, and you attach here as add file. I think this is where we can go. So I know that the next page is also asking for your statement of purpose. And statement of purpose is basically asking for your motivation for applying for scholarship. So you tell us why you are applying for your scholarship, as it's an essential document for scholarship application. So we don't need to. No, we don't need to. It's okay. I think we've been able to execute most of the essential pages here. So we can go back to the.
And additionally, the next third page, there are some questions that asking your cumulative GPA. Please write down your latest degree. And please make sure that you also mention your university's full scale as well. If you just wrote down your GPA, for example, like 3.6 and nothing, we don't know which is the full scale. It can be 4.0 or 4.5. So please mention it clearly. Okay, should we go back to here?
Yes, I'll go back to the presentation. Okay, so we are back to the presentation. So basically that's it. Even though the first stage is the KOICA stage, you need to visit the KOICA Scholarship website so that you can download the program information for the university you are applying to. You can understand the course better and you can link it to your job and your job description. Then when you are ready, you visit the Google form and upload your documents. Okay. So the application steps, I think we'll just go through it because we've done a thorough one earlier. Choose program and apply via KOICA CEAT, yes. So once you are done, once you apply and when you are done with the Google form, you would receive an email notification that we've received your application. If you do not get that email, it means that your application was not complete. Then local interview. All applicants will be interviewed. We will send email notifications to you for the date and time, and we'll conduct the KOICA Ghana interview. The university document and interview screening. So as earlier stated, we are using 2 stages for the 2025 scholarship program, the KOICA stage and then the university stage. When we get to the KOICA stage, if you pass the KOICA stage, then you can move on to the university application stage. We will send your information to the respective university. They will contact you. They will share the university documents for application to you. You would complete it, you would send it to them via email. They would screen the documents and they will interview you. Some people can get cut off right at the document screening. If you get cut off at the document screening, it means your application documents were not top-notch. Then you don't even get the opportunity to explain yourself to the professor during interview. And that's where your statement of purpose and the KOICA form and all those other come in. If the school is requesting for statement of, please can we all mute? If the school is requesting for statement of purpose, take your time and write a statement of purpose that even without interviewing you, whoever reads it gets motivated or get convinced that you are the right person for the course. Imagine there's no interview and it's just your statement of purpose or your documents that's going to let you pass, get the scholarship. Arrange everything according to the way the school wants you to arrange it. Your passport picture, have you pasted it at the right place? Your passport itself, the organizational chart they asked for, have you done it? So as much as possible, for you to get to the university stage, or even for you to get to the KOICA interview stage, it's your documents that's speaking for you. So that you need to collate your documents well. It should be organized. Sometimes we see, most of the time actually, when we get the application documents, you can, from the way the person has organized the documents, you know if this person will go far or not. So please, if you do not want to get cut off from the university document screening, it means you need to get organized and you need to do a good job with your application documents. Let your documents speak for you. Let it speak for you even before you get to the interview stage. Okay. Then once you pass the university interview stage, we will need to proceed to the visa, the health check, and then departure. Actually, health check before visa. We need to conduct health check that everything is okay with the applicants. Then we apply for visa, and then they depart to Korea. Okay. Okay, we've handled this already. We've talked about how to apply for the KOICA stage. Yeah, so I think we can skip it. But basically, these are the documents that we are asking in the Google form. So you can get these documents ready before you visit the Google form, so that once you get to the Google form, you are just uploading. Yeah. Once you know all the documents are top notch, you can just upload them. Okay. So how to apply? The second stage is the university stage. So we are stating that all applicants who passed the KOICA stage will be contacted by their respective universities via email. If you apply for hand-on, you come for the KOICA interview, and we send you an email that you passed the KOICA interview stage. We will send your information to hand-on, and hand-on will contact you via email with the university application documents so that you can complete the university application forms. You complete and you send it to their email again. The school will start their document screening. If you pass the document screening, you move to the interview stage. If you pass the interview stage, you move to the selection stage. Then there's the announcement stage. They will tell us who passed and who did not. Then there's the local medical screenings. If you passed, you have to undertake the local medical screening. And if you pass that, we have our visa application to complete, and then we depart. Okay. So what are some of the helpful tips that we can recommend? We recommend that you choose a program that is relevant to your job. And if you are choosing a program, I want to remember a case. You could be in You could be working for an organization in finance. So let's say you're an accountant, but you want to apply for e-government. It doesn't correlate. But how are you going to make how are you going to make a case for why you're applying for e-government? So if you are switching career and you are going to use this scholarship to do so, like you need the degree so that it can ease your career switch, you need to make it obvious in your application, and you need to be able to convince whoever is going to interview you that you deserve that slot. Because let's say health, there are a lot of people that will apply for e-government. So why should we give the slot to someone who is not currently in a sector for e-government? I wish I could remember an exact case, but unfortunately I can't. But the lady was able to prove her point, and she sailed through, but I can't remember the exact case. She was switching sectors. Yeah. So you need to choose a program that is relevant to your job. And you need to prepare the nomination letter. Some people, we know how bureaucratic the government organizations can be. Some people have all their documents, and it's just left with the nomination letter. They have everything except for the nomination letter. But KOICA is saying that without the nomination letter, you don't qualify. So as much as possible, let's start preparing for our nomination letter, requesting for our nomination letter from our organizations, so that one document will not delay your application. We are also recommending that you ensure your documents are complete, especially for this time round that we are using the Google Forms. We are not going to receive them physically anymore. Normally, if we receive it physically, when you get to the office, our colleagues will help you review the document and say, you didn't sign this section, you didn't write this, didn't do this. Not anymore. So please, let's ensure that all our documents are complete before it's submitted via the Google form. And then we need you to demonstrate strong motivation and goals for the course. We've had instances where you know this person is good and fit for the scholarship, but the person cannot motivate you. The person is not able to express why they should benefit from this program. If you have alumni friends, you can talk to them and you can do pilots of interview stages with them. Like before you come for the interview, do a demo with someone and let them ask you difficult questions so that when you come in, you are prepared. Because some of the questions, we don't even prepare them. As at when the conversation is ongoing or interview is ongoing, then there's a new question on. So as much as we'll have demo with your friends who have already benefited from the KOICA Scholarship Program or even other scholarship programs so that you can get ready for the interviews. Yeah. So the key dates here. Our deadline for application is 20th June, 2025 by 4 p.m. It's Google Form. In the past, when we used to receive physical documents, people would come after 4 p.m. and leave their documents with the security guards. This time it's via Google Form. There's not much you can do. There's not much we can do. Once it's 4 p.m., the system closes down and you can't have access to it. So on 20th June 2025, 4 p.m., we are done with application. Once we go through all the stages, the university will also commence their university screening, document screening from July to November. So you would realize that the second batch scholarship, the period is longer than the first batch, because you start school in January 2026. So unlike the first batch where we have like 3 months, 4 months to finish the whole scholarship process, this is quite long. Yeah. So if you need any extra support, apart from all that we've discussed here, apart from all the information that's available in the scholarship guidelines and program information, you can email us at koicaghanasiat@gmail.com. Please don't ask us for the KOICA form. We've already indicated that. We've shared that in the Google form, and it's also in the KOICA scholarship website. It's there. You can also call us 0303 960 236. And our office is at Laboni. If you need to, not for this, I mean, I don't think you need to come to our office physically, because we are not accepting any physical documents this time around. So this is where we end, and we are open for questions. Screenshot. Sure.
For the participants.
Yeah. Please, do we have any questions? Oyon, do you want to add something?
Oh, and the details of application also you can find it on our Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah.
All of the QR code and the link to the Google form is uploaded there, so you can find it. And also this QR code is also the link to the
Google
Forms.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
And all of this briefing would be uploaded in our YouTube, so you can check it there as well. So if you have any questions,
Ni. Hello, Ni.
Hello. Yes,
Yes.
good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, I need clarity on something, especially with the submission of forms in person. So going through the guidelines, I'm seeing that we would also have to submit some documents in person to the embassy, especially with the original documents.
No, that is when, no. We haven't gotten there. Ni. If you
Okay,
pass the KOICA stage, that is when you move to that stage.
okay,
Yes.
that's fine.
If you pass the KOICA stage, then we send your information to the university. The university will send you the documents for their application documents. You complete it and you send it to them via email. So it means that the original documents are stuck with you. When the university is done with their document screening and they are done with their interview and you pass, then it means that we need your original documents. That is when the university and KOICA will request you to bring the original documents to the KOICA Ghana office. Until then, we don't request any documents from you, hard copy, no. Okay. So we have some questions here too. We'll take 2 from the meeting chat, and then we'll come to those, the hands up. Okay. Good morning and thanks for the presentation. Reference to your submission on the qualification age being 40 and below, are you open to allowing those above 40 to make a case for consideration, given the motivation? Yes. So we earlier stated that we recommend 40 and below, but it's not a restriction. So if you are 40 and above, say 41, 42, and you have a strong motivation for applying for the course, you can apply. So there's a question here that says, can one apply for PhD in e-government when you have a master's in computer science from Ghana? No. So the master's should have been a KOICA master's degree. So unfortunately, you cannot apply for the PhD in e-government. So someone is asking, he or she just joined the meeting. Do you fill the old application form 1 to 4 and then fill the same Google Forms? No. So we explained that the KOICA form that you see when you go to the KOICA scholarship page is the same KOICA form that we, out of convenience for applicants, uploaded on the Google form. So in case you are not privy to use the KOICA scholarship website, it's already on the Google form for you to download and complete and upload back onto the Google form. But we highly recommend applicants to visit the KOICA website, KOICA scholarship website, and download every single document per the course you are applying. There's the scholarship guidelines, there's the program information for the course you are applying, and there's the KOICA scholarship form. Please go to the KOICA scholarship website and get these information. The more you read about the program and the guidelines, it helps you to prepare adequately for the application and then for the interview stage. Okay. Why can't you admit applicants with non-Korean masters to apply for your PhD? Because that is the criterion. Secondly, about the explanation you gave for the age requirement, since it doesn't apply to every applicant, why are there no exceptions for over 40s since you conduct a medical screening? So the 40, age 40 is the limit, to be honest. Age 40 is the limit. And this is because we've learned from mistakes that we've had. People look good outwardly, and they get to school. Learning in Korea can be stressful, and they get to school and there's so much stress on them, and then all of a sudden they are sick. Some are not even able to complete the scholarship program. This is not to say that people that are above 40 are unhealthy, no. But we just the limit is 40. If you are 40 and above and you want to apply and you have a strong motivation, please apply. Can a government agency, okay, thanks for the presentation. Please, what's the age limit for applying for a PhD program? I'm not sure I've come across it, but what we know is that 40 is the limit for the scholarship program. But I believe that PhD, yes, 40 is the limit for scholarship. If you, just as earlier said, if you have a strong motivation, don't let the age limit you. If you have a strong motivation, don't let the age limit you. Please apply, because you will go through an interview. Whether you are 40 or not, it's the interview or the results from the interview that will determine. Can a government agency issue multiple nominations to multiple applicants from who are interested in? Yes. Yes. We've had instances where an organization would have one nomination letter and there are about 8 individuals' names on the letter. Yes, that's possible. People who applied for the first batch but failed the interview? No. So if you applied for the first batch and you got to the KOICA stage interview and no, please, you cannot apply for this batch. How long should KOICA master's degree holder wait to be eligible to apply for KOICA PhD degree program after completion? It's preferably 3 years. Most of the questions you are asking us are in the scholarship guidelines, most of them. And this is why we recommend that you visit the KOICA Scholarship website. Once you download the application guidelines, scholarship guidelines, you would see that it would answer most of your questions. Please, can someone add a previous master's certificate to his application for? Yes, you can. For a KOICA master's program. Yes, you can do that. I can assure you that if one can learn in a Ghanaian university, learning in Korea wouldn't be challenge for a lot of Ghanaians. Okay. That's your opinion. If the nomination letter was signed a few months, the authority who signed has retired, is the nomination? No, it's not valid. So this person is asking if the nomination letter was signed a few months, so the signee is no more at the current position. No, it's not valid. Please, can the nomination letter be same as recommendation letter? We haven't gotten to recommendation letters. Recommendation letter is at the stage university application documents. Right now, we just need nomination letter. We haven't gotten to recommendation. Or some people, some government agencies would title the letter nomination letter or recommendation letter. Ours is that it should come from your organization. It should have your name in it. It should be stamped. So it should be on your organization's letterhead. Your name should be nominated. Your name should be indicated in the letter for the program, for the scholarship program, and it should be stamped. Please, what of those in the district assemblies? Can the assembly nominate the candidate, or it has to be the local government service? So the assembly can nominate the candidate, but one of the issues we've had in the past is that when it's time for, if this person should pass and is due to depart to Korea, there can be friction between the district assembly and then the head office. So in as much as you are getting your nomination letter from the district assembly, let your head office know that you are being nominated for this course so that when you pass the scholarship stage, they can grant you your study leave. We do not want a situation where, and it's quite unfair to the applicant. Applicant will go through all the stage, pass, and just because he was not nominated at the head office or his head office was not privy to the application or nomination, then getting or granting this applicant a study leave becomes an issue. So as much as possible, let your head office or head organization be privy to your application or your nomination. Okay, so this person says he's been working in forestry for a while, but he's not a permanent worker, but he has a contract as a voluntary service. If he can apply, no, please, you cannot apply. Can one resubmit the application form and documents which was sent earlier without the passport picture? No, you can't, because the Google form, unless you use a different email, because the Google form, that email address can only apply once. One person can, you can apply only once. That's why you need to take your time, go through the instructions and apply. Okay, I think we are done here. So if your hand is still up and the questions we've answered in the chats does not reply your question, please, you can go ahead.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, Kadri.
Yes, thank you so much for the presentation. I think it was well detailed and insightful. So my question is one, I have two questions. The duration of stay, when you said must be specific on the dates in filling the form in terms of duration of stay. And going through the information, the program information, I saw one side, they talk about academic duration and other part of stay duration. Which one should we use if you are filling the form? My second question is about the interview. I saw on-site interview. I'm in Tamale. Do you also consider online interviews, or it must necessarily be on-site? Thank you.
Okay. Thank you for your question, Kadri. So we consider online interviews, although we prefer the on-site interviews, but we do consider online interviews. For your first question, the academic and then the stay duration, the form will be attached for your visa application. So what we need to know is your stay duration and not necessarily the academic. Yeah. Do you have it? As a health worker who hasn't been posted by the government but does locum, can I get the appointment from the facility head or any of the departmental HOD? One of the requirements is that you need an employment letter or appointment letter. If you haven't been assigned, it means you do not have an appointment letter, and you will need to attach this to the Google form. So I don't know how you will be able to get that if you haven't been posted. Okay, hello, Abdul. Please, you can go ahead with your.
All right. Thank you very much, and thank you for the presentation information. My question on when the letter for the what's the name, information regarding the schools and scholarship came to our institutions, I went through to, I was nominated. But when I went to the recommendation, so after everything was done and the letter of recommendation was issued and I filled the form and presented, then I now saw that nomination. So I want to know whether all is okay, since there's an official site for the official authority to fill in terms of the nomination. So the letter that was given to me from officialdom is a recommendation letter. Is it going to be the same thing? Or
Are you saying that you did not fill the nomination page in the KOICA form?
no, the official authority have filled it, but the letter from official authority attached to the documents is recommendation letter. But I heard you say nomination letter.
No,
So I
no,
want
that's
to know.
fine. That's
Okay.
fine.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Please,
Thank you.
another question is, please, do you have a minimum or maximum number of words for the statement of purpose? No, we don't.
For the
No, this is someone's question in the chat, and I'm replying. Please, are we done with the questions? I think so, yeah. My roles in my appointment letter is different from my current role. So then it means that you do not have an appointment letter for your current. If there's a way you can get that, please do, but this shouldn't stop you from applying. Yeah. It's 11:22. We started at 10:03. Yes. I think we've been able to give you a detailed explanation about the KOICA scholarship procedure and its application stages. So someone is asking, please, did I hear you say apart from the nomination letter, my authority will have to fill a certain nomination form? Yes, there's a nomination form in the KOICA form. There's a page for nomination, so you can check it. Please, can a contract worker apply for the scholarship? I don't know what a contract in the government side. I don't know what a contract worker.
It's only if he or she is government officers.
You should be an employee of the government institution.
Yeah, Rini.
Yes.
Yeah, contract worker in the government, it means like somebody with a fixed employment term, it's a fixed duration. Maybe you've been given employment for 5 years, 4 years. So maybe I think if the person or duration falls within the scholarship period, maybe the person can apply. That's my opinion.
Oh, so that's what the contract worker means.
Yes. So it's not a permanent staff, but he has a fixed period of employment. Maybe 5 years.
Mostly it's not 5 years.
I was just citing
so it's 1 year or 2 years. Basically, it's 1 year, then it can be renewed. So it's not a permanent kind of employment.
Oh, okay. If that is how the contract worker means, or if that's the meaning of, then it's a no. It's a no, because the our guidelines states that we want the applicant to come back to the organization and work for the organization at least 3 years before they move. And we've had issues with Office of the Head of Civil Service regarding this, because in the past, every single time a government worker returns from Korea, they stay. But these days, that's not the trend. And we have issues with that. The purpose of the scholarship is to grant capacity building for government officials and not for private individuals. So if we keep pushing individuals to go for training, to build their capacity, and they are not using these skills in the institutions, we failed. Yeah.
Can I ask a question? Does your organization do needs assessment for government's organization in coming up with your programs? Because I've followed it over the years and I've realized that there are certain categories of employees within sectors that you don't cover. You seem to cover a lot of local government as compared to other. For instance, I don't see courses for internal auditors, and that's just an example. So I just want to know that
so the capacity building by KOICA is in different types. We have the scholarship and we have the training. The training can be short training, or we have the one we call country specific. The country specific means that we would An institution would write to us that they want this type of training. We'll go into contract with them and build their capacity for 3 years. And we've had, I'm saying this because you said internal audit. We've had that kind of training for internal audit before, 3 consecutive years. So though they may not benefit from, but we've also have the finance courses. And we see internal audit or what's the name? Controller and account, yes, they apply. So this is just
Controller is a different organization from audit service. So
okay. No, but I'm just stating that we have finance courses, and I think audit can benefit, or audit is different.
Yeah, but the particular question I'm asking is that you do
Yes,
I
we
just want a
do.
different.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Yes, we do. Yeah, you're welcome. Yes, your district director can sign your nomination form. Okay. This is the end of our session. Thank you so much for making time for it, and we wish you all the very best. We've given you enough information. It's our hope that everybody that applies for it with pure motivation gets selected. We hope that you will take your time to read the program guidelines. Most of the questions are answered in the scholarship guidelines. Take your time and also read the program information and link the modules. This is important to me. I know I keep repeating it. If you've come for interview before, you know why I keep repeating this. Understand the course you are applying for. If you come for an interview and you haven't opened your program information, and we'll ask you what are some of the program or the models that you'll be studying. If you are going to school, shouldn't you know the courses that you are going to study? Yes, this is basic. We've had people sit in front of us during interview and we'll ask them, so what is, at least there should be 1 course or 2 that motivates you to apply for the course, because it's very linked to your job description. And Ghanaians cannot tell us some of the courses. For me, it's a red flag. So please take your time and read the program information and see how, if it's e-government, see how Korea is doing in e-government. Research on it, what they are coming up with e-government and what Ghana's challenges in e-government. And you can link it to your motivation, why you are applying for e-government in Korea. Because let's be honest, when it comes to e-government, Korea is part of the leading countries. So you can link it. Just find linkages between your course and your job description, and you'll be good to go. Attach some few other information and you should be fine. And do demo practice, demo interviews with former beneficiaries. We wish you the very best. Thank you and have a good day. Bye.
Thank you. So to wrap up, please go to our KOICA Scholarship website and check the information, and then go to our KOICA Ghana office SNS like Facebook and Instagram and fill out the Google form to apply.